use a stage manager in order to just coordinate everything that's going on stage. So the director has a vision, the designer has a vision, the lighting designer knows what he's going to do, the conductor knows what they're going to do. You need somebody to bring it all together initially through the rehearsal process, and then present it into the stage rehearsals, and then run the stage rehearsals so that everybody knows what they're doing. And then when you're in stage rehearsals, of course, you're then coping with crew and dressers and flymen and an orchestra. So it's basically a coordination of everything. But there are three types of stage manager. There's the stage manager, the deputy stage manager, and the assistant stage manager. And the stage manager is the one in overall control, a little bit like a air traffic controller. The DSM is a little bit like the pilot because they're flying the show. They're talking to all the individual people who make it up. And the ASM is a little bit like a trolley dolly in that he or she is running around either side of the stage, collecting props, giving props, getting people on, making sure everybody's happy. So the three of those create the technical bit of the show. Then I do that on one show, but for the rest of the festival, I'm the company manager, which means basically I'm in overall control of 65 people. That's a lot of chorus, extra chorus, stage management, principals, crew, wardrobe department, and I'm kind of their mother. And I also do all the scheduling. So we start the rehearsal process with an idea that we want to start rehearsals on a particular day. And prior to that, I make sure that we have wastepaper baskets, pianos, tuned pianos, a rehearsal space, props, rehearsal costume, and that everybody is in the right place at the right time. And that takes some doing to get everybody in the right place for day one. Then once we start the 4-week rehearsal process, I spend most of my time on a computer dealing with the scheduling, because whilst I'm scheduling 2 operas, which is quite simple, I'm also scheduling fittings for the wardrobe department around those 2 operas, and I'm scheduling language coaching and music coaching and understudy rehearsals and the myriad of other things that has to be done. And that sometimes involves sending singers to do fittings miles away in Hendon at a place called Angels, or we do fittings here. Language coaching can be in a completely different building. I basically spend my time doing a great big paper jigsaw for 4 weeks, and then when we get to Buxton, I become even more of a mother because everybody's running around Buxton going, where's my accommodation? Where's my so-and-so? Can I park my car here? Do you know what time the swimming pool opens? Can I have got time to go and buy an ice cream? Where's the nearest pub? There is a training process. I went to the Guildhall because I wanted to work in opera. I thought at the time it sounded a bit camp working in opera, but then when I got to the Guildhall, I found that musicians are actually by and large lovely people to work with. So the Guildhall was a good training place because they have an opera department. Some stage managers are trained, some stage managers, not me, have a degree in stage management. I'm just good at shouting and pointing, and I've kept at it for years and years and years. Most stage managers tend to be a little bit younger than me and have given up by this point. There is a progression into company management, which I've now done because I've done 5 years with Buxton and really enjoyed it. I mean, it's not without its problems, but it's a fantastic place to work and a great company, and the festival is incredibly exciting. Some people go into production management. I've never fancied that because it involves heights and ladders and scary things. So I should probably stick where I am. Everybody trains in the same way at drama school, and then they kind of go on a pathway. Sometimes deputy stage managers stay deputies for years and years and years because they love calling a show and they love being involved in it. Calling a show is sitting with the score in front of you with all the lighting cues, all the sound cues, all the video cues, all the entrances and exits, following the score and either using cue lights or overhead set telling people when to go, and you are totally in control of that show and everything that happens. And it's really annoying when somebody comes up behind you and goes, "Can I just look at the score?" And some singer goes 16 pages, so you lose where you are. Or people come and tell you, "I've lost the key to my dressing room." So the DSM role is probably, not that you can say one role of stage management is more important than another, but I think it's probably the most important role because it's the person absolutely in control and in rehearsals the whole time, whereas the stage manager is often out of rehearsals problem solving, and as company manager I'm never in rehearsals because I'm solving everybody else's problems as well as my own. Opera is a complete package. It's got everything. I have done plays. Well, I've done one play, and I didn't like the process of working in a play. I think being surrounded by music the whole time is just the best thing in the world. I love working with singers. I love working with conductors. I love working with repetiteurs. I love working with orchestras to get the end product there. It opera tells a story in the way that nothing else can, because you've got the emotion of the music plus the design and the direction coming together to make this just incredible whole.